Wave hands like clouds from the Wild Goose form of Qigong is a very fluid motion that can be done standing or while taking steps. You're tracing the belt channel, the only energy channel in your body that runs horizontally, starting at the Mingmen point in your back between the kidneys and running around and just a little bit down to your lower dantian, which is just a couple finger widths below your belly button. These are two very important energy centers, and by linking them up, you are helping your body create and balance yin and yang energies. So to start this motion, we're going to take the large intestine 4 point on our hand, either hand will do, and we're going to touch that directly to the Mingmen point in the back. Then you're going to use the flat edge of your index finger and use that to trace around your waist and just a little bit down to your lower dantian. Okay? Now, if we're doing this standing, we do want to stay parallel in shoulder width, so you can give this a try. Take the other hand now and just do that tracing motion. Give it a little shot. Now you'll notice when I'm done, I'm pulling my finger up to about the fingertip right at that dantian point, and then go ahead and give it a little flourish. Lift your palm up, and then it flips back down when you bring your hand back around. So give that a shot. Let's go back to the other side. Try that again with our little flourish. And once you're pretty comfortable, you can start alternating. So as soon as this hand lifts off, the other hand is coming back and touching the Mingmen point. Take a time, get used to the motion, and you'll notice I'm now using my waist to assist in this motion a little bit. My hand goes back and then forward, and same on the other side. I'm making this side available as I'm sweeping it. All right. Get the practice of that. Now to make this a walking meditation, we're going to time taking a step with this hand coming forward. This is an empty step, there's no weight in it. And then as this hand comes back, you're going to set the foot fully down and shift your weight forward. While this hand is sweeping forward, now just as you're about to lift your finger off of your lower dantian, you can take this step forward, and the hand and the feet on the same side are forward at the same time. You shift your weight and step. Shift your weight and step. Well, you can do this exercise as long and as many times as you like. I find that I can tell when I've done it enough, and I like to stop there. And it might be a little bit less than you think. It's pretty energetically powerful. It is balancing our yin and yang energies. Yin is dark and still, it moves inward. Yang is bright and active, and it moves outward. And another aspect of yin and yang is that yang is electricity and yin is magnetism. So this belt channel that we're talking about, the full thing runs around your body like a coil. This is the part that is easily manipulated, that's sort of closest to the surface. But a coil wrapped around something is exactly what turns a battery into an electromagnet, which is a really interesting sort of parallel between these ideas. How much of this is metaphor is completely up to you to decide, but our bodies do have an electromagnetic field. That's not a metaphor. And it's fairly weak, so doing something like tracing your finger, whose electromagnetic field is what makes your smartphone work, it might have a real effect. And that visualization, just sort of accepting that possibility, can be a very powerful experience. And you can fill in the blanks for yourself. We're taking our spirit gate and tracing down to our cinnabar field. It is whatever you want it to be. To adjust this exercise to your mobility needs, you can certainly do it sitting. You may find a stool to be easier than a chair, just as long as you can get your hands back there. You can also sit on the floor. And then if you're having trouble getting your shoulder to reach all the way back to your back so that your large intestine 4 can tap your Mingmen, you can just use any point along here and land your finger, that flat edge, on the belt channel and start there. The large intestine meridian runs all the way along the edge of this finger to the nail, so any of that will get the job done. But if it's your wrist that this motion is too much for, you can actually keep your wrist neutral, reach across your body, and do it from the other side. And flourish however you feel appropriate. And you're going to probably have a waist turn in there as well. And this retains the direction of flow from the wrist to the fingertip to get to that lower dantian. And that's important in terms of the energy flow between your hands and the belt channel.